Prayer. That's serious, wouldn't you say? It's an opportunity that God has given us to commune with Him. Why then do we ask these questions? Does it work? Why do it? Why do we go through that? One of the reasons very well may be that we believe that God works for us. So we simply tell Him what we want, and He runs out and gets it and gives it to us. But that's just not who God is. It really is an invitation. And it's the second greatest invitation that I know of. What's the first? The first invitation is to be in relationship with God. That's why the Bible talks about Him being our Father. If He's not our Father, we don't qualify. So therefore, we go into relationship, and now we get to learn about our Father. In that learning, we begin to ask. As a matter of fact, it's ask, seek, and knock. So prayer is about getting to know God. The Bible tells us that He already knows what's in our heart. So it's about getting to know Him. What's this? Wow. An envelope. Okay. An invitation from the Father. Let's see. Ask, and it will be given to you. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and it will be open to you. For everyone who asks receives, and he who seeks finds, and to him who knocks it will be open. Or what man is there among you who, if his son asks for bread, will give him stone? If you then, being evil, know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more will your Father who is in heaven give good things to those who ask Him? This is an invitation from the Father to simply ask Him. That's prayer. And you know what? I believe that for too long we have thought of prayer as being something that's for everybody else to do. Maybe you have some kind of special gift, some kind of special insight. But according to the text, God simply wants us to ask. Now, one of the things that's interesting about this text to me is that it is not about beating you over the head. It's not about prodding. He is simply giving an invitation to anyone to pray. I must tell you this, there is one prerequisite. He has to be your Father. If He's your Father, then we've been invited to pray. We're going to talk about prayer this month. And I want to try to change the landscape because I believe we have turned prayer into something that God may not have intended it for it to be. We fold our hands. I don't even know where that came from. Sometimes we'll look up in heaven. God is inside. And I'm not trying to say those things are wrong, but I'm just saying it seems when I read this text that God simply wants us to commune with Him. So why pray? Because it develops a fellowship with God. Can you imagine having a child that all they did was show up when they wanted something? They haven't spent any time with you. They really don't know you, but they just know that you can provide what they want. That's kind of how we've done God. So this month we're going to look at prayer. We're going to look at it from a standpoint of asking. Have you ever thought about this? I pulled this out of a book not long ago. Ask. A is ask, S is seek, K is knock. It was what started the verse. So the very word ask tells us to ask, seek, and knock. Why don't you join us this month as we look at this prayer and see if we can't learn something maybe new and exciting. I'm reading a book by Dr. David Jeremiah, and he calls it A Wonderful Journey. Come take the journey with us. And remember, we would love to see you here. What time? 9:30. Where? 1046 Hiram Davis Road.
Remind us where you are.
Remind us where you are.
Let this be our prayer.
Let this be our prayer.
When shadows fill our day.
When shadows fill our day.
Oh Lord, lead us to a place of mine.
Guide us with your grace.
Guide us with your grace. Give us faith so we